A barbecue owner, restaurant owner, was killed outside of his own establishment. And obviously it always comes back down to money, but it's a little bit more complicated. Check it out.
Thanks for joining us here first at 4. I'm Nick McGill.
And I'm Birshalad May in for Aaliyah.
Tonight, a local businessman is dead following a shooting outside his restaurant on the near north side. Fox 59's Jesse Wells explains what happened and has reaction from the victim's family.
Right now, investigators believe the deadly shooting here at Pond Ma's Backyard Barbecue restaurant stemmed from a dispute over money. The business owner who lost his life is being remembered as someone who loved and invested in his community.
I'm gonna need one more card.
Around 9 o'clock Wednesday night, a shooting at 26th and MLK left a well-known and respected businessman dead.
That's my.
How come every time it's how come every street, almost every street across America, the MLK street is a hot zone for crime? Every street across America, MLK Street is a hot zone for crime. Why is that? Every time I see somebody say something that happened on MLK Street, Martin Luther King Jr. Street, it's a hotbed for crime. Let's continue.
Dog, I'm gonna miss him. My heart hurts. I'm never gonna be the same.
Breckel's dad, 56-year-old George Nelson Sr., who is often called Big George, is remembered as someone who always tried to help those in need.
He was really about hiring people in his community, helping the kids, and really just being like something positive.
Yep, I did that
Just
before.
3 hours after the shooting, police located the accused killer, 38-year-old Justin Jones.
Not with the lazy eye. Justin with the lazy eye killed him. He must have been shooting from his left side. Dog. Listen, bro. If the end of my time with all of the stuff that I done talked in my lifetime comes with a dude that take me out with a lazy eye, I didn't deserve to be here. If a dude take me out with the side out, if the dude is doing shooting like this and he still hit me, I ain't deserve to be here. You got to have two eyes to take me out. You're going to have to see me. You're going to have to see me. You're not going to take me out with the crooked eye, big dog. And I done been there before. Let's get to the rest of it. I don't want to stop it too much.
Following a shots fired call on the east side, IMPD believes Nelson hired Jones to do some work on the business. That work had not been completed and led to an argument over payment.
You get into an argument and a dispute about money and you kill someone, this is just nuts.
While Nelson had run Pond Ma's Backyard Barbecue for years, he only recently opened the location on MLK. Reverend Charles Harrison, whose church is just blocks away from the scene, says the area has long struggled to attract new businesses because of the high crime rate and is saddened by the senseless killing.
Let me say something. I did this. I played this game before. Oh, man, I'm going to give back to the community. I'm going to hire the people in the community. They start stealing from me. You know what I'm saying? They start showing up drunk and stuff. I said, man, I ain't got time for this. That is the biggest myth amongst people that is on the low range and is never going to end. It's one of the biggest myths. Oh, man, you need to come back to the hood, hire people from the hood, give back to the community. It never works. It never, ever works. It always works against you. The good guys get killed. You want to hire somebody from the community to do work. They don't do the job. Look, he half painted it, and then he wanted to get paid so he can go and buy some fentanyl. And then now the dude is dead as a result of it. Stop, bro. Protect yourself. Let them fix theyself or let them eat theyself. You got to stay out of the community because the community don't want you to live. I'm just telling you. Now, moving on, 3 Dallas police officers were shot. 2 of them is critically injured.
We begin with breaking news out of Dallas, where sources tell us 3 police officers were shot tonight. It started on Ledbetter Drive near Marsalis Avenue in the Oak Cliff neighborhood of Dallas. After the shooting, the suspect led police on a high-speed chase up I-35. That ended in Louisville with the suspect dead. 2 of the officers were taken to Baylor in Dallas. 1 officer was taken to Methodist. And that is where we join Fox 4's Peyton Yeager. Peyton.
Clarice, yeah, we are outside the emergency center here at Methodist, and it is an overwhelming police presence. We have more than, I would say, 36 officers in a group outside the emergency room, all huddled together, talking, and all the way down surrounding the emergency center here at Methodist is dozens and dozens of police cars that have just lined the hospital. So we do know this is where one of the police officers were brought here to Methodist. We do not have the condition of this specific officer that's here at Methodist, but I can tell you just from the mood outside, it's very, very solemn here outside of Methodist. We've had multiple officers running up, talking to one another, and really joining in this large group over by the ambulance bay, all talking one another and trying to receive any updates. But we know those 3 officers were shot. One of those officers, they were brought here to Methodist. One of the officers is dead. Another officer seriously injured, and a 3rd officer was shot in the leg. The suspect is confirmed dead.
Every day, a police officer is maimed, injured, or killed. Almost every single day on average, a police officer in the United States of America is either maimed, injured, or killed. It's one of the most dangerous jobs, and most of the time they can't even hold on to their families because it is so demanding and it is so dangerous that most spouses can't handle their spouse being a police officer. And yet the conversation that we have on my panels and society, on all of your supposed leaders, is that, oh man, we need to make sure that we have better communication and relations with the people in the hood from the police because police brutality is out of control. They promote to y'all that it's the police that's the ones that's actually doing all of the harm and the hurt to the community. But in reality, it's 100 times more against the police officer themselves. But guess what they're not going to do? Guess what they're not going to say? It don't matter whether the police officer is a woman, a man, Black, white, Indian, Asian, no matter what. Guess what they're not going to do? They're not going to have an equal accountability and also hold the people of their community that they then cape for and have a free Ray Ray t-shirt on. They're never going to speak on a police officer's family that's hurt, all of that stuff. And it doesn't even matter what their color is. It doesn't matter what their gender is. You know why? Because it's not really about identity politics. It's about a uniform. It's about separating ourselves based off of whatever it is that you want to feel good about. So if you want to be amongst a community of puzzle putter togethers, then that's the community that you're going to advocate for. If you want to be a part of the sassy community, you're going to be a part of the sassy community. If you like action figures and you only want to go to Comic-Con, then all of the things that you're going to request from your legislators and the things that you're going to talk about online is about the Comic-Con group. You know what I'm saying? And so we've learned to separate ourselves and we've dehumanized each other and we've reduced each other down to a uniform or a job or an identity or gender or all of that stuff. And we no longer have a human side to us. And that's why it's so easy for us to say, well, we against the police officers, but most of us have an uncle. We got a cousin. We got a father. We got a grandfather. Some of y'all, now that we got diversity, equity, and inclusion, now y'all got wives that's police officers, and nobody is going to speak on their behalf. But here over on the Millionaire Morning Show, I just want to let everybody that is a police officer, you are appreciated. We like to give our military members, some of them that's never even been deployed, which is cool, but they are part of the military. We always want to say thank you for your service, but we never want to say that to the police officers. So to every firefighter, police officer, or anybody that is watching this show that is contributing to the safety of our communities, I personally, here on the Anton Daniels channel, we don't believe in defunding the police. We believe in supporting our police officers. We believe in supporting our teachers. We believe in holding the people of the community accountable. And I appreciate you because you guys are the first ones to show up whenever we got a problem. So I just want to say that right there. I don't want to go too heavy into that story. Let's continue. And then a woman was killed in execution style. This has been a big story for a while, and I wanted to make sure that we got all of the details by being forced into an apartment by gunpoint. Check it out.
Tonight, the man charged with capital murder in the death of a student from Nepal is being held without bond after waiving his appearance in probable cause court.
And we're learning new details about what happened the night Muda Pandey was murdered in her Southwest Houston apartment. That's where Matt Doherty joins us live with the very latest tonight. Matt?
Yeah, less than one day after police shared an image of the suspect from this apartment complex, he was caught. Houston police shared this still image from a surveillance camera yesterday of a man leaving the apartment unit of 21-year-old Muna Pandey. Within hours, court documents state he was identified by multiple tipsters.
Bail will be denied.
Tonight, 51-year-old Bobby Shaw waived his first appearance in court. He's charged with the capital murder of Pandey. Prosecutors say surveillance video outside Pandey's home from Saturday night shows Shaw and the young woman standing outside of her apartment unit. They say Pandey is seen holding her purse, a shopping bag, and a Nike shoebox. Prosecutors say Shaw tells her repeatedly to open the door, to which she responds, quote, "What are you going to do?" They say Shaw then racks the slide of his pistol and tells her to open the door. The owner of this cell phone store says Pandey was one of his employees. He said he had been texting her about her schedule, but then she quit responding. On Monday, police say they received an anonymous call telling them there was a body inside of her apartment unit. Once inside, prosecutors say police found her body. Muna Pandey had been shot 4 times, 3 times in the torso and a 4th time in the back of her head, execution style, an officer stated. Prosecutors say the video shows Shaw leaving after that. They believe he took her cell phone with him. According to court documents, Pandey once worked at this restaurant on Hillcroft. The documents state that Shaw was a frequent customer there, and his identity was confirmed by one of the restaurant's owners. Prosecutors state they got another tip from a woman who identified Shaw as the man in the surveillance photo. The woman claims she first met Shaw in 2012 after connecting with him through a sugar daddy website.
It took us over 2 minutes and the end of the story for us to finally get to the thick of things. Now, I don't believe that anybody deserves to have their life taken, no matter what the circumstance is, unless you're defending yourself. That's just my personal belief. I don't think that, and I'm never gonna hold nobody accountable for living and being for the streets. However, all of y'all keep going to these sugar daddies. I want a man that ain't got no hair up here on the side and he got the Mr. Burns going around because I think he got money. He got moolah, baby. You want to live that street lifestyle? You want to be out here in these streets? It's not safe for you in these streets. I keep trying to tell you. That you think that this guy is unassuming because you think he got a tech job or he got some money, honey. He got him a car service. He own his own restaurants. He own a real estate business. He very unassuming. Now he gonna force you in your crib and he gonna shoot you 2 in the back and 1 in the head, execution style, right in the torso and 1 in the back of the crib. I got me a sugar daddy. Listen, you live in this lifestyle that's basically overglorified prostitution. You selling what you got to get what you want. Sometimes it's not going to end up right. Rest in peace to that young woman. We don't want her ever to lose her life because she's shaking what she got to get what she want. And thank God we got all of these surveillance cameras right now because it's so bad out here in these streets. However, it's bad out here. It's absolutely bad. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is your quick hits.